everybody, Mike Pfeiffer, Pfeiffer Hobby Supply. I decided to take it easy in my smoking chair today to do the intro and outro for this. But I know it hasn't been a long time since I did 23, but there's been a drastic visual change in the way it looks over here. And I just am so excited to put out a video to show you guys how it's shaping up, and I hope you enjoy this. Also, if you guys would, please visit the vintage page. I am getting ready to load the last rolling stock of one of the two estates. I have another very large box full of rolling stock that I need to get around to getting on, but it all takes time. And I also have a lot of Cato Unitrack that's dirty. Basically, it's all ballasted and painted and all that. If one buys that at some point, if that stuff would have to be cleaned, and I'm going to leave that up to whoever buys it. But anyway, take a look at the vintage page, see if there's something you can't live without, and let's get on with this. Okay, everybody, the tree planting has started. There's some that I can't put in because I need to paint and clean track. Still working on the trestle. I mean, I can go further behind the trestle, not a big deal, but this is the beginning of the trees right here. And let me show you something else I did today. I finally mixed up some light blue paint and painted that where I put the celluclay in. So that's all touched up and looks good. However, in the process of doing that, like a dumbass, I put some weight on this right here, and it's not attached underneath, and there's no supports over here, and the shelf brackets over there are only 12 inches long. So consequently, that thing tilted like this, and my whole gas station and everything in it went down here on the floor. I've got some stuff broken that I got to fix. There's just all kinds of stuff that happened to it. But I'm not going to give up on it. I'll get back to it someday. But, and then also, you can't see them very good here, but these are the 3D printed pump jacks that I got. The ones in the back are the big ones. The ones in the front are the Z scale. These are the these in the back are the Z scale tanks, and these in the front are the N scale tanks. They're just sitting there now. They're awful hard to see, but we'll get them out there at some point. Okay, gang, from forever ago, I had these two colors of Arizona rock. This low desert soil, I don't even recall having that number anywhere, but the 1250 is still available, I believe. And this one was kind of a coarse, gravelly kind of stuff, and this was a little more fine with almost the exact same color that my ground is here. And I've just had these with marked bags probably from 2 or 3 layouts ago. But I mixed them together in here. In fact, if I show you in here, you can kind of see the grit. You may be able to also hear a cat meowing outside. It is a feral Siamese cat that we're trying to acclimate to us. And she keeps hanging out in the yard, and we keep feeding her and stuff. And she's already been trapped, and well, if I can get a picture of her, I'll take a picture of her real quick. There she goes. She was just about ready to come in the train room. She's headed back over in the shade. She's still a little fearful of us, although we can pet her and stuff under the right circumstances. I can tell you what she wants right now. She wants on the porch. We don't let her in the house, but she will go on the porch. but she's not going there right now. But anyway, back to the layout. So I believe that you've already seen a little hint of what I got done here. After showing you the materials I used, you can see what the trestle looks like and what it would normally look like under the process of filling. And other than touching some stuff up, I'm just about to put some glue on it, some scenic cement, to hold all that in place. So this is what the stuff looks like when it's not wet, and this is what it looks like when it's been sprayed with water. All of this has been sprayed with water, and like I say, I'm getting ready to put some glue on it. So let me get some glue on it and we'll take a look at it after the glue's in there. Okay, gang, here is the new scenery item. Now I have not weathered the tunnel portal, but somebody asked me how the dirt was going to be controlled as they filled. It's controlled because the bulldozer is going up there and moving it around. Plus you notice there's a great big 12 by 12 timber across the top that has not been painted but is bolted down into the top of the tunnel. But there's some weathering and stuff of the tunnel that's got to take place, and hopefully it'll look like something. But there's the scene. Back up. There's the scene that I don't think anybody's done on a layout of filling a trestle. The railroad did it once in a while when it became necessary. The trestle was getting too old, and instead of replacing the trestle, it was a lot more cost effective to get on some of their own property, get some dirt, come in and dump it out of Diffco dump cars or just bottom dump cars through the track, and fill it with dirt all the way up to replace the trestle. So that's what this scene is. I hope you enjoy it. I really like the way it looks. I can't wait to for some of that to dry so that I can weather up the tunnel. So we will see how that turns out. The next thing I might do is just put some of the remains of the wooden bridge down underneath the steel bridge. But that remains to be seen because of the tree planting. Okay, everybody, this is step 2 with the trees. You can see that the dirt at the threshold the glue is drying. And we can follow the trees all the way around. I have a lot of the trees on the upper level, but I haven't brought any down quite yet, all the way down yet. I have a whole bunch of small trees that can go in between here and really fill them in. In fact, these are all trees I still have. These are the trees I put out. And I believe I have a drawer with some trees in it. So we have a lot of trees, but this is what it looks like so far. Hang on, let me move this water bottle and let me stand back. And that's pretty much what it looks like right now. Here's a ground level view of the fill-in of the trestle. About the only thing I need to do yet here is do weathering on the rock tunnel face and wing walls, and that's about it. And then my next chore is to paint the track up above, and I'm going to take one last shot here of the trees that I've planted so far. So let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so here is what all the trees look like so far. pretty happy with it. Obviously, there's going to be way more trees than are out there right now, but the trees are going to dwindle down over there because of going into the more desert scenery over there. But this is what this looks like. And I am not too far away. In fact, Robin was just asking me what I have planned next. And once I get a majority of the scenery done on the mountains back here, then what we're going to do is we're going to come in right there. We're going to bring track in here. We're going to fit the junkyard in there. And we're going to fit the track in that goes down here, and the small yard that will be the interchange track. And then I will worry about putting in the lumber mill down there in that little triangular crotch down there. At least that's my game plan. We'll see how that pans out. Okay, everybody, that's it for 24. I'm really starting to get excited because now my visualization is becoming more realistic to me. I know there's not a lot of trees up there, right? I mean, there is trees up there, but there's only about 1/10 of the trees that I have. So I'm just trying to fill it up, and what I'm trying to do is make the edge back there look cohesive with the backdrop. Once I do that, I can bring all that scenery forward. And once I bring all that scenery forward and get some more stuff on the ground in there that I want to do, then I can start the track work that I mentioned out in front. In fact, I really could start the track work before that, as long as I'm out away from the wall there, far enough that I can reach over what I'm doing, because it's highly likely that I will not have to get back there. Few and far between, and I'm talking really few and far between, because the train that you see up there runs around there perfectly right now, and there's not going to be anything that's going to put that in jeopardy. So anyway, hope you enjoyed 24, and as usual, this is for you, Nancy. I'm going to tell you. Thanks for watching.